It was the month of June last year when the biggest tragedy of recent times struck Uttarakhand. It seemed like Lord Shiva had opened his third eye. There was a tandava of death and destruction. But now, once again, the temple doors have opened for devotees. Today is in our special. Let us take you on a darshan to Kedarnath a year later after the tragedy.
The majestic Himalayas, a place where Mother Nature mingles with godly powers. From Kedarnath to Badrinath, the air here is divine. The weather seems to be very pleasant and inviting right now, but just around a year ago, the same beautiful valley stood like a helpless victim when the tandava of death and destruction began. It's been a year, but the horrifying images of that fateful day still remain a stark reminder of nature's wrath. For the past 1 year, the authorities have been unsuccessfully burning the midnight oil to remove every evidence of the trail of destruction. They are also clearing the route that leads to the holy temple. Thousands of daily wagers are now clearing their rubble with their bare hands so that devotees can once again come here and pay a visit to Baba Bholenath. After facing many challenges, the path that leads to Kedarnath is finally clear. But even now, travelling for a darshan is not easy. Swanprayag to Gauri Kund now has a motorable road. But this route is a kacha road. Pilgrims have to travel from Gauri Kund to Kedarnath by foot. The new route has become 2 kilometers long than the older route that once led to Kedarnath. Construction work is on in full swing. The authorities are starting from scratch. Several new measures are being taken to keep things under control, even when disaster strikes. Yes, the officials have learnt their lessons the hard way. They will not make the mistake of taking weather conditions lightly anymore. Loudspeakers are being fixed at every nook and corner to announce hourly updates of the weather conditions in Uttarakhand. A single sign of the weather going bad and the yatra of the pilgrims will immediately be stalled.
Well, looks like the repair work is on in full swing, but man can do little when nature shows its fury. Despite the renovation work that has been going on for around a year now, the conditions in Kedarnath are still delicate. But despite the challenges, once again, with a new ray of hope, people are visiting the holy shrine.
The early mornings in Kedarnath are as happy as they once were. When the sun rays touch the surface of the Himalayan glaciers, it seems like nature herself is paying homage to Lord Shiva in Kedarnath. On the other side, the majestic river Mandakini flows at a steady pace. Unlike last year, now the river's flow is not a torrent of death and destruction. The river also seems to be in a trance of devotional calm. Most of the rubble in Kedarnath is buried deep under the snow and glaciers. What remains is a horrifying reminder of those fateful days. The days when literally all hell broke loose in Uttarakhand. Om Shivaya. The cracks on the walls of these shops and establishments that once had thousands of people walking around them now just stand testimony to nature's wrath. Babas and sannyasis who survived Mother Nature's fury, and those that call Kedarnath home for decades have returned after a brief departure when the temple town had become inhospitable. With the fire circle and chillam, they seem to be announcing to the world that Kedarnath has returned to normalcy. The devotees who come here for a darshan try to return on the very same day. Those who are forced to stay back because of the unavailability of hotels and other accommodation, which was lost in the destruction, are forced to stay in campsites such as these. The Garhwal Mandal Vikas Nigam Limited of Uttarakhand has made arrangements for basic facilities for the pilgrims. You still can't reach Kedarnath by land. The food supplies are sent here through the Indian Air Force. The aerial platoon stationed here plays a very major role. Their contribution is unmatched from the time of the disaster to today, when, once again, the prayers have begun and the temple bells are ringing. 4th May 2014. The historic day when the temple was reopened after the disaster. Once again, the devotees were at their best at the Bhole Baba's Darbar. The air, which was once filled by the stench of blood, once again smelt of holy incense sticks, filled by the hymns of prayers and chants. On June 16, 2013, the cloudburst destroyed everything in its path. Hundreds of devotees were buried alive under the rubble. But for the Bhaks, the devotion to Bole Baba has even overcome the fear of death, and now they are once again coming to Kedarnath in huge numbers.
दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ रहा है क्योंकि गत वर्ष जो भीषण आपदा घटित हुई थी उसके बाद जो मार्ग था वो मार्ग पूरी तरीके से ध्वस्त हुआ है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। लेकिन जो धर्मभीरू हैं, जो सनातन धर्मावलंबी हैं, उनके मन और मस्तिष्क में फिर से जज्बा है कि वो केदार बाबा के शरण में जाएंगे, केदार बाबा के स्थली में जाकर के केदार बाबा के दर्शनों का पुण्य लाभ अर्जित करें।
Even a natural destruction of this scale was unsuccessful in shaking the courage of the devotees.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Well, it looks like slowly the temple town is returning to normalcy. Once again, the air in this town is echoing the spirit of the holy town it once was.